question 22 from essay 2, number 14. And the question says, the author includes the phrase, and, well, line 4, most likely to. So this is the question that's asking us about, why is the author using this word? Why is the author saying what he's saying? What's the point? And we want to sort of look at it at two different levels. So the first level we want to look at it is, how is it functioning rhetorically? And what we mean by rhetorically is like basically how is it functioning in the mechanics, right? In the actual, in terms of the style, in terms of how it actually is working within the passage, within the text. And so that can mean if it's using a casual tone, maybe it's trying to emphasize a certain approachable style, or maybe if it's using questions, it's to emphasize and repeat something, or that's what we mean by rhetorical. And then the second layer we want to look at is content, like what does it actually mean, and what is the point that the author is saying with it. And these questions, sometimes you don't really know if they're going to focus more on the rhetorical side of things or more on the content side of things. It's actually usually more on the content side, but we want to just kind of keep track of both. So here, basically, this is the first paragraph, and what we're given is place a house cat next to its direct ancestor, the wildcat, and it may take you a minute to spot the difference. They're about the same size and shape, and, well, they both look like cats. So far, what's basically happening here is that it's beginning with a positive comparison between the wildcat and the house cat by basically saying they're very similar. They're similar in size, they're similar in shape. And then it says, and, well, they both look like cats. So a couple things. So one, in terms of content, what it's doing is it's continuing by explaining that they are very similar, that they're similar in appearance. And then in terms of the rhetoric of it, right? Rhetorically, what does this do? It sort of has kind of a casual tone to it, right? And, well, they both look like cats, almost like basically the same size, the same shape, and just, of course, they just look like cats. That's really the main thing. So we want to keep both of those things in mind as we go through the answer choices. So one, basically that it's continuing with the idea that the house cat and the wildcat look the same, and two, that it's sort of giving this casual tone to emphasize the fact that, of course, that's really, they just look like cats. That's why we say they're simple. So let's look at our answer choices. Stress that the relationship between wildcats and domestic cats is continually shifting. There's really nothing in the sentence about the fact that the relationship is shifting. Maybe elsewhere in the passage you could, but it's just not in this text. And these words are not used to support that. We can get rid of those. B says introduce a discussion of the physical attributes of domestic cats. Kind of, right? We're in a closer ballpark because now we're talking about physical attributes, size, and shape. However, what follows is not a discussion about the physical attributes of specifically domestic cats. What follows is basically introducing the study that shows about why they're different, all of that. So it doesn't introduce that discussion. Get rid of B. C, advance a tentative hypothesis. Honestly, I even just sort of stopped there because there's no hypothesis mentioned here. It's just talking about facts on the ground. Same size and shape, they both look like cats. And if we continue, advance a tentative hypothesis about the evolution and development of wildcats. This passage does not really talk about that evolution and development of wildcats. It talks about the transition from wildcat to domesticated cat, but not that. So we can get rid of C. And that's going to leave us with D, which says acknowledge the obviousness of a similarity between wildcats and domestic cats. And this matches what we want almost perfectly. In terms of content, we know that we're focusing on the similarity between wildcats and domestic cats. And in terms of the rhetoric of it, this and well, and just of course they both look like cats, is stressing or acknowledging the fact that it's very obvious, the obviousness. So it works on both counts. That reason we choose answer choice B for our correct answer, 22.